Okay. Hey guys, what up? So, in a bit of news, we've rerolled. Well, we created a new character. We haven't exactly rerolled. We still have our old character, and we're still going to be playing that one most likely once we make some money on this guy. But I just decided very randomly that I wanted to reroll Lightning because Lightning was a cool concept to me, and I just said, why not? So here we are. Um, This character, can it run? Is currently leveling up. It's level 83. Has no slates. I put on some things from my main, i.e. There's some things from here. The like my candles are from my main. Um, all the skills are actually not from my main, but from here. I have one, just the one slate, which is the one from my main. Is Barrier of Radiance. It gets this, which is nice. What else we're getting? Helmets we got from main as well. And we made our own weapon for this build in particular. Currently, let's unlock this. All our gear was crafted specifically for this character. We also have not messed with hero traits much. I will probably bring the traits from my main here, just so I get the levels without spending money. That's probably going to be the idea here. What else is there? Yeah. So as you might imagine, at the level 83, we still have a long way to go. And I haven't exactly decided what I want from my slates yet. I haven't put together a planner or anything for this build. Kind of still working very closely with my other planner, which is like a lot of the things I'm using come from there. So there's that. Except I don't need to scale certain things, like I don't need minion skill area, but I do need CSD and minion crit and whatnot. There are going to be a lot of parallels between them because they're both iris builds. So like the amulet is still going to look very similar. The rings are going to look kind of similar. Except we're more open to adding physical and lightning damage. Physical damage is good because they convert physical damage to lightning damage by default. So I'm also scaling some skill area just so they have better uptime on wave rider stacks and whatnot. We are going to be scaling, of course, I guess nourishment nearly as much, but I also have not fully figured out what I want from my weapon. I think I'm going to be going for a musket to really capitalize on CSD and attack rate and whatnot. But there is a universe where we go for like a bow or even as a one-handed staff, and then we get the support minion stuff. I haven't exactly decided which like the best setup yet. Again, I haven't POB too deeply into this. I just wanted to get this character up and running first and foremost. As for slates, what exactly can I even? What kind of stats can I look for? I'm thinking I go for minion crits, either minion crits, or I'm going for. Well, I do know I need one slate that is going to be Goddess of Knowledge. So let's make sure this Iris crit is saved. Let's create a new one. Iris as well. This new one is going to look at slates. Goddess of Knowledge. Just pick any random one. I know I need Goddess of Knowledge. This one might not be cheap, but I think I kind of want to do it. Oh yeah, and I just sold a bunch of different cards. So it should be fun. I got a shit ton of currency for it. up to 2,000 overall FE earned from selling. Of course, this does not include FE I have dropped. So we have 118 there. We are currently putting most of our FE in here. So we actually have, as you might expect, more than this. We have 400 FE. And this is after spending a ton of currency creating this character. But also in making this character, I had a bunch of embers I just wasn't using. So that's where... So we didn't actually have to spend nearly as much as we probably would have if I didn't have that. But anyways, this is one we're going to have to get. Non-divinity slate, goddess of knowledge. So we want energy shield. And we want lightning level. It can be any one of these. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in Goddess of Knowledge I'd be interested in. Could also go for Minion's Pen, to be honest. Nothing else is looking good so far. Max Channel stacks, don't care about that. This I think I can make do with as well, but meh. Yeah, I'll just go with this. And then we'll look for the cheapest, of course. That's probably going to be Minion Pen. Ooh. 55. 45. So looking at like 45 FE for the slate I'm thinking of. So I think we just YOLO send it. What else can we do? Doesn't matter too much. And then go into talents, this. Bro, I always forget to do this. Trade. Movement speed is not generally as bad. Need to fix everything else. How's the damage? First things first. Now we have actually spent currency on this character. We now have full T2 everything, I think, except maybe a few things. T3 Energy Fortress. Well, for the most part, we have... This is for my main character. Everything else is T2. We're capped on res and we have like 4k ES, but we don't have ES on the tree because we're level 83. This is what the damage looks like. It's not like it's crazy or anything. It's nice. It's decent. But I'm still in need of slate because I don't have slates. Like I literally just have 2 slates, my pedigree and 1 regular one. I need to hit level 90 for the rest. But anyways, it's 7-2 damage. It's not one-shotting anymore, but it's doing decent damage considering where we're at, you know. I also haven't fixed up my hero traits, so my hero traits are still very shitty. But I'll probably end up taking the hero traits from my main character just for it. And by the way, this is with drop pack spirits. So I could always go for like DPS, which I think is this guy, and we'd have like more damage done. Oh, I forgot who the fuck that was. This blessed monster is cursed. But yeah, do you think 1T will be easier with this? I think so, honestly. I think the biggest thing this build has, this Thunder has in over the fire, is consistent DPS. The fire has bursts. It has really good bursts, but consistent DPS is a bit lacking. Ow. So like I said, like for example, my flame has period like 5-second periods where it can hit for over 1 billion. This isn't every 5-second window that is going to hit for that amount, but it will have those windows, and the idea for that one is by getting more growth, I would have those windows more frequently, right? That's kind of the big thing there. But yeah, I think I just threw points anywhere really. Rename battle. I also haven't really done anything in the way of like, I haven't done anything in the way of setting up pack spirits because I've been lazy. FE. I'll put no plan 3. FE. I have to make 2 more sets, so this is going to be canvas, and then plan 4 will be clockwork. Do I even need clockwork, to be honest? I don't know that I do. But in any case, I think you're the one I should know. Splendor eggs? No. It's a level 6 one. Then we also have chalk. And then for the last guy we have, I think it's you. Yeah, it is. I wish you could just copy your pack spirit setup for, like, you know, from other settings and whatnot. Splendor. Then take all the flame fuel. Pick that up, and then you just pick up more quantity. Then this is canvas, and this should be canvas. All right.
We have many friends.
So yeah, right now our next goal is to actually get some. Actually, let's just do this now. Let's switch our memories. Where's the sound? That's so weird not hearing sound. I'm so used to sound there. Yeah. The sound here isn't working, and I don't know why. All right. So yeah, I haven't decided what my final weapon is going to look like. I have seen. I do know there's a really high ranking, like 1 trillion damage iris on Europe server. I can always switch to see their setup if I need to. But I think they went staff and whatnot, which I'm not going. Okay. Just to confirm, this is level 2, so we're getting 20% now. This is level 4, so we're getting 7% chance for it to lose 1 stack. Indrada. DC burnt down. Didn't I mention that? What happened? Did you call or something? How are you just finding out? Yeah, remember? When I was like, there was a fire or something. You don't remember this? Let me try to find out what my DPS is. Unlike my other build, I can actually tell what my DPS is, since it's a stable amount of DPS. Okay, we're up to 75 mil DPS. So I think the next is making sure I have the right support gems on this character. I will try CS, that's CSR. I'm gonna try CSD. I'm gonna see if this is better DPS. Oh yeah, I think I remember when I mentioned it was on Friday, or was Saturday, when I was thinking of ordering food, and I mentioned that I ordered from somewhere, and you sounded like you gave me side eye because it's not busy, and then I mentioned it. So CSR is a DPS increase. What about just plain old servant damage? Nah, they just don't compare with CSR. They really just don't compare. Saj, I know. It is very unfortunate. Okay, so this can get higher. So what is the first thing I'm going to... What is my next upgrade? It's going to be getting to level 90 and picking up slates. Now in the way of slates, we're gonna do God of Machines, I think. And then for here, we're going to go most likely level to something. We're going to go, I'm guessing high CSD is going to be an option for us. And aside high CSD, we are looking for skill levels. So like minion skill level is right up there. And then like this guy, or cooldown recovery speed is not bad for the empower. What does the empower look like in terms of cooldown base? It lasts 2 seconds and has a cooldown of 10 seconds. And when at stage 4 plus 25% additional damage. Just to confirm, harvest time adds duration to this and additional damage. Okay. I don't think I'll use harvest time, but it's just good to note that this only 2-second base duration is wild. It means I can't rely on this, but it's gonna be nice when it pops. Yeah, pretty much is gonna be the idea there. Additional damage for every +1 projectile quantity of this skill. That's not bad, I guess. That's not bad. All right.
Understand why a rapidly
There's one more thing I can check out. This is what I was using initially before I switched to CSR. I think I prefer CSR, but let's just try quick decisions as well.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
Okay. We just go with CSR for now, and eventually I think CSR is just the best because I have CSD on my weapon. I think that's a big thing too. How overcapped on res are we? 66, 71, 68, 71. That means we are not in the best position to replace res right now. Doesn't look like it. I don't think we can until we get to tier 1 affixes. What we can do technically, if we wanted to just improve our damage now, is switch this to precise projectiles. Now, I don't like the idea of not having the move speed, but this is just straight up more DPS as slow as I am.
Select the calibration intensity for invincibility number
2. One thing I'm also noticing about this buff, it lasts 5 seconds. I thought it lasted 10 seconds. So it's up 50% of the time. So if I'm gonna do 7 2s or even 8s, I'm gonna need to use my second damage aura. So let's see. So wait, Arcane, how did you find out about it? If you don't remember me talking about it, did you try to order or? Oh, and I think I also found out the issue with my ES recharge that I had last night or last stream. But basically, I think what the issue was is apparently, at least this is on like PoE, I think. When your ES gets to full, it interrupts its recharge, so it stops recharging. So I think if all my charges of 4 start are on cooldown and I get to full and then I take damage, it's gonna wait. It has to wait until 4 start can proc again. So I think that was the ow. I think that was the problem I was having. I see this guy. I see that modifier is something that counters them pretty hard. It looks like.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that looks like a modifier that I'm not gonna like seeing. Because it's stopping the projectiles from doing what they probably want to do.
Don't worry. Creation. Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust. We've witnessed many final moments like that.
Yeah, that is our level up.
For our friends.
Are we still putting points here? I don't think so, right? We're doing this guy. Trying to get skill our defenses to the point where we can run. What do you call them? What the fuck is this? Oh. The FE. Okay, let's just do this. So let's do this as well. I want to go get time mark 8 beacons. I have put the compasses in the chest already, but I think I forgot the beacons. So I'll transfer some time mark 8 beacons, and then we're just going to try what one time mark 8. I don't know how it's going to feel like. I have zero idea. We're going to try it nevertheless. Is there anything else I need from this character right now? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. By the way, Arcane, did you know when you reroll a new character, you still have to complete every time mark, but not in the same way you did the first time? You don't have to unlock the time marks, they're already unlocked, but you do have to go through the time marks and, you know, do some stages to then get a skill point. So you have to beat every, like, you have to beat Glacial Abyss time mark 1, then Blistering Lava Sea time mark 2, and I'm talking about the bosses specifically. Then Steel Forge time mark 3, Thunder Waste time mark 4, and Voidlands time mark 5. And then you would have to, once you're done with that, like right now, I think I need to beat Traveler. I need to beat T7 Traveler for my next point. I know I cannot do this 100%, but I will try. I'm not going to use any compasses. We are gonna die. But I wonder if we have enough damage. That's the real question right here. We have enough for whites. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, our first res. Okay. Not looking too bad. Honestly, not looking too bad. Keep in mind, I still don't have slates, period. Like, I actually do not have slates equipped. I'm basically waiting till level 90 before I use slates, pretty much. I kind of like the way the projectiles just, you know, actually find the enemies. Like, you're not gonna miss. It's one of the cooler looking skills in the game. And then when you're facing just the one enemy, it's going to keep bouncing on that same enemy.
Don't worry. That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
Honestly, I'm dying way less than I thought I would.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some are friends, some are enemies. The winds will blow away all traces of your existence.
I can clear at 8 O's already. So that has to count for something. So I think right now the best thing for me is just to keep clearing, maybe try to squeeze out more damage, but I think I'm fine on damage, I'll be honest. Could try to squeeze out more damage from like my stuff. I have flat on everything. I don't have too many sources of percent minion damage, which honestly I should probably find some more sources of. I have more intelligence and whatnot than I do percent. Like, I have this. Let me see, DMs. Was this Legion Monolith? As she died. Well, was this a Legion encounter? The fights, the boss fights, or is this a different boss fight? Because this is the video we watched yesterday. Or she mentions same fight. Is it the animation you're showing me or what? Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, I see it. So this encounter starts off with a Legion animation and ends with a Legion animation. So is this how Legion fights happen, or is this like, I assume this is an act boss. So I wonder how Legion fits into this. That I think is one of my bigger questions. How does Legion fit into this? You know something I didn't realize the first time around. I guess it's because I was leveling up through clearing the different time marks over and over and over again, but leveling up actually gets kind of slow even before the 90s. Oh, my passive was off. Oh, that was a beacon. Nice. Oh shit, I forgot the chest. I'm going back in. The theory is that the mechanic is locked behind this side quest. Unlike before where we just always have access to Legion. So it's kind of be like oh yeah, they did mention that there are a lot of side bosses, right? So there's that. Yeah, there is that. What pack spirit am I using right now? This is FE, right? So in theory, I can switch to battle and just do more damage for free. And actually have decent clear speed here. Ow. When I'm able to get my minions to like steadily to the higher growth phases, I think that is when I will go for the transfigured gem for them, because I know they have a transfigured gem that's on paper sounds really nice.
We've witnessed many final moments.
Yeah. Let's get all these. And let's do... I remember not wanting to do this because I was... Yeah, I remember not wanting to do this. You ever eat some J rice and instead be like, how is it gone already? Yep. That's how you feel when you eat some good food. I think I had the exact same feeling today because I had some I had rice and stew, but the stew was really good, so I blinked and it was gone and I'm like, bruh, how is it gone? And one thing about this, about the thunder spirits, especially in comparison to like flame, is that you're not gonna leave many stragglers once you have the DPS, because your projectiles actually go out to find the enemies. Like you might target, oh, the bosses are the people you're targeting, but then the projectiles will go and seek out other enemies and just kill them as well. I also like that I'm not one shot. I thought I would be one, like just I'd be easy to get blown up. I'm not that easy. I'll take it. Like here, there are 6 enemies remaining in the stage. That means we actually just killed most of them.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were our friends, some our enemies.
Also, by the way, there is a universe I go back to farming cube. If not for anything, I think I just like cube in general. We'll see. I might try cube with like the compasses and see how it feels like. The regular monsters, the magic monsters, and then maybe just the blue cube compass. Did you finish the beacon strats? Oh, I should still be doing it, but I will, like, basically I am still doing it. I'm still on the beacon tree. I just haven't because I'm re-rolling new character. Because I'm re-rolling this character, I haven't really been using compasses or anything. But now that this character is T8 ready, I have gotten my compasses and we'll probably start doing some T8s as well. I think I'm going to actually craft my first tier 1 item soon. When I get to the level where I can actually use it, I'll make a weapon. Though I do need to figure out what on earth I am doing when it comes to I guess weapons. Jeez. Oh, there's two of them? I know part of what I want to do in my slates is defenses. I want to get some fist damage taken as on my slates, probably as elemental. Erosion is also fine, but I know I can also get that on my like a candle and stuff.
Some were our friends.
But I want to get some fist damage taken as on my slates. Probably get some fizz and get some, what do you call it, fizz, and I want to see something. I'm not entirely sure how many points, I mean, like how much, like my chance for using enhanced skill for my minions are, but I want to see trying to use Talons of the Abyss. I suspect I'm going to have like an 80% chance for this. I do not remember. I haven't kept track of all my different sources. I do know I have many different sources though. Yeah, I'm seeing some non-enhanced attacks in there. Okay, I'll just go with Talons of the Abyss then. We've broken 100 mil DPS at least. You're not a fan of the skill sound. Fair. It is very loud and in your face, right? So I get it. I get it. But I'm also pretty sure you can do something about it if you really wanted to. You can just play with sounds off. I assume you already do this. I don't play with sounds off, so. I think its biggest thing is that it gets repetitive, right? Because the attack's so quick. So lol. My dude is having PoE withdrawal symptoms. This is taking forever, man. Nice. That's money right there. I'm looking still kind of surprised that this character can actually run tier 8 already. Like I know we have the equipment and everything, but without slates, I was expecting to have like a lot more damage issues than I guess I currently have. And I guess because I already have like ES figured out with like barrier of radiance and, you know, shrink back, all of that figured out for my first character, it's a much smoother process to get into T8s, right? PoE too soon. Yep. I mean, to be fair, the definition of soon, I guess, is literally in what, a month, 30 days, which isn't the closest definition of soon I can think of personally. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I'm on battle, right? Yep, I am. He's just tanky AF. Thank you.
Some were our friends, some our enemies.
That fight is different for your minions. What do you mean? Where the fuck is he?
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were our friends, some our enemies.
You know, I still can't even use precise gems because they are for level 85, level 90. And I am not level 90 yet. Them being level required is so weird to me. I mean, what can we do? They require level 90, and that's not even the only one. I still have to wait until level 90 for divinity slates as well. So I'm kind of just waiting for a lot of different power choices. One is dead. Okay, cool. Can we just like level up and not die, please? There we go.
Many final moments like that. Some were our friends.
More ES. I could, in theory, go back to Battle Trumpet and just shave off some chance to use this, because I think I have quite a few of them, like here. Like, this is literally just all chance. I could get 6 points right now that I can use for other stuff without Talons of the Abyss. But now Talons of the Abyss is a big multiplier as well, so there's also that. Whereas if I were to take away 6 points from here, I'd have to put some back, and I'd probably put them back in like life ES or minion crit strike and damage. But crit damage is also, crit strike and damage are also multipliers in and of themselves, so there's also that. I guess let's calculate what we need. So the noble gem and stuff level required as well. Noble gems, there's only one that I think interests me, and I think it's a noble gem. I believe it's a noble gem. On the, is it this guy? No, I think it's this guy. Yeah, when minions supported by supporter skills are at stage 5, +1 base per quantity for base projectile quantity for their enhanced skill. So right now they get, I think, 2 projectiles at stage 3. This gives them another one at stage 5, basically. So then they'd be shooting 3 projectiles, which, as you might imagine, would be really good for wave clear. I'm at about 100-ish. I'm at about 100-ish mil DPS. I'm very curious to see where I can land on this, because I haven't done this challenge since finishing the campaign. So let's see. I mean, not nearly as good as my main, but as expected. We still have a long way to go. If not even anything, there's just level wise. Okay. Looks like we're gonna hit 500.
The wind is
I still kind of find it weird that, but I guess that's one of the changes they make to the mechanic, I think. Because like I don't know how I died there, but I have to assume that there's now an explosion area around it or something. Okay. So we get less vouchers the lower we end up. So that system is already not the biggest, is not the best for rerolling. So there's also that. Anyways. This is canvas. Let's try it with, let's try an 8-0 with the compass. Obviously, we're going to be in battle for battle spirits.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Not this guy.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations. Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Just die, my dude. He didn't even give me a full stage.
Don't worry, that world is not finished. Just a long, long time of loneliness.
Destroy this foe. The champion deserves the honor.
Don't worry, we're still making preparations.
Yeah, I take my hand off my controller for 1 second and I almost die.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust. We've witnessed many final
How many? I wonder if it shows all my. I figured to show all my snow paper, right? Yeah. I'm almost at 4 kgs. It means since I started playing this character, I made like 1400 or something. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. But anyways, I think I just remembered I forgot to answer your question, Arcane. I don't know that I need level 90 for the noble gem, but I do need stage 5, and I don't have the initial growth requirements to hit stage 5, especially not on a consistent basis. So like now I hit 342, 343 when I do this, and I use like the mini tough guy, but I still need like 150 steady, and then savage growth will help make up the rest, but I still need like 150 from miscellaneous sources. So like currently we're getting from our amulets, so well eventually we're not going to get from here. The biggest source we need right now is our rings. We're going to need priceless rings to get spirit growth. I don't know why they made spirits magi initial growth an ultimate affix. It's kind of just awkward that it's an ultimate affix, but it is what it is. So it's not something I have access to early on. I kind of just have to wait for it. Let me see this. Okay, so basically what this is telling me is that I can only fit 2 slates until I unlock all these places. Okay, so what if I had to overwrite you? Do I have minion options here? I have some defense options that are not bad. I have some percent ints, also not bad. Max ES, not bad. Minion ailments, I can live with that. Attack speed, good. CSD, good. Any ES is good. Elemental is good. ASCS is good. There's quite a few things I can use, so nice. It's not that good, but it'll do.
We have many friends. 1, 2. It's enough.
It will do. I'm also thinking right now, is savage growth worth it? It's growth, and growth is always good. I'll leave it as is. Okay. Let's switch this guy to battle and battle. At least for now.
The wind will blow away all traces.
Let's go on this side area just because XP. Once I hit level 90, oh god. I like how I said let's go for XP and then I proceed to lose 10%.
Perhaps we can be friends once you've turned to dust.
Ugh.
That world is not it's just a long, long
Like that was close.
of loneliness.
Ow.
We've witnessed many final
Mm-hmm.
the winds will blow
You know, I still need to come up with a League Star plan for my Bama. I don't even have a POB ready to go. I kind of have a mental image of what I imagine the tree would look like, but I think that's about it. Like, I kind of know how I'm going to be pathing and everything, but it's just like all just rough, I guess, sketches in my head.
That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time of loneliness.
You know, one thing I can't help but think about how far away this character is from being able to do
Perhaps we can be friends.
TH Traveler or the bosses or any of the real endgame like DPS checks. Like it can now do 8 O's, which is it's kind of interesting seeing the DPS requirement for 8 O's, because like this is 100-ish mil DPS. I'm not even at multi 100 millions. It's just 110 mil DPS and I can do them. I thought minimum was like 150 mil, and even then it'd be slow ball. It makes you think, huh? Just how much damage people are doing when they hit for 1 trillion. Because for context, people that are hitting for 1 trillion are hitting for what? How many times my damage? 10,000 times my damage. So if you had to place 10,000 Miis on the battlefield, all with our minions shooting right now, that is how much damage you are doing. Basically. Kind of wild when you visualize it like that though. Bruh, can you let me level up? I mean, I'm gaining XP and I'll level up eventually, but like, geez, can you like not shoot me with ice when I'm trying to kill mobs, please? Look at it, look at it. Still trying to shoot me with freaking ice. Kill it now. Dumb shit.
Don't worry.
one node I have to have on one of my, I just now remembered. Spirit. This is a node I have to have. Not cooldown. Jeez. Okay, never mind. It's a legendary node, so it's something that's, I mean, it's something we can expect to get. Something we can expect to get. I guess if we have a legendary node, but until then, I don't have access to it. The legendary talent as well. But yeah, we're gonna be going for this guy. And then on top of that, we're gonna go for level. So either spirit mage's level or minion skill level, and I'm thinking either or really. At least spirit mage's level as well. This is probably what we're gonna go for on at least 2 different slates. Which 2 stands, what the remaining would be stands to be seen. Well, no, there's also one goddess of knowledge. We'll put a pedigree. As a placeholder. Then we'll also put a goddess of knowledge in there. Is this knowledge or is this machine? Put goddess of knowledge. And then this one is going to have the legendary node immediately start, and then I'm going to go for level of lightning skill level. Then we're gonna go for machine. Then we're gonna go for level and elemental. Physical. And of course this goes there, and then probably just a second one of that, and then in here I think we're just going to fill it with CSD. Let me just make sure we have, yeah, none of these are really that amazing with CSD. I think Warlord is probably the best with CSD. Even that isn't that great. Must be here. Yeah, this is the best. So probably just go for crits. Critical strike damage minion skill area, something like this. Will be also there as one of the nodes, and then we'll just get generic minion damage as well, potentially CDR, because CDR will give them the empower skill more often, which of course would lead to being able to have additional attack speed every X seconds, however long those seconds are. As for weapons, let's just say in our weapon we have a rod for now. I already know what how a two-handed will look like. If we go for a rod, we'd be looking at what stats. I feel like I'd go for chance for enhanced skill damage over here. Additional enhanced skill damage and ailment double by whatever.
You know,
I feel like I'd go for that.
is not truly
Enhanced skill
can meet your friends there
damage
on occasion,
as a
but they shall
compulsory modifier going this route. Advanced affixes, maybe CSD, but realistically, yeah, we'll go CSD. CSD and then double damage. Double damage pen. Yeah. So crits, strike damage, and then double damage, and then pen. Then that takes care of 1, 2, 3. So then we'd be going for basics left, which is just fire, which is just lightning, physical, and then a random one. That would be what the support skill would look like. But then the main one, what would the main one look like?
We have many friends. 1, 2.
If I look at what a wand can roll. No, not a spell. I don't want spells. It has to be like a cudgel, I guess. Yeah, like this. No, but cudgels are two-handed. I'm looking for like maybe a cane. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so if I were to go this guy, which is the main hand, so chance to deal double damage would be a no-brainer. Thinking multi-strike potentially beats attack speed, that's for sure. Attack critical strike chance just makes sense. CSD just makes sense. And then double damage just makes sense. Like those will probably be the 3 I would go for. Those will probably be the 3 I go for on the main hand, and then we have pen. We have no. If I'm going CSD, I really don't like this. With the rod,
We do not understand why a rapidly fading life should dream every
with
day.
rod,
I've
we
had
have CSD as with an ultimate affix. Why is CSD an ultimate affix? When I go for something like my current option, which is the musket or the bow, I think they both have very similar bows. CSD is an advanced, which allows me to have like additional projectile and multi-strikes deal increase in damage, or just additional and then pen. But yeah, additional proj and then pen would be our ultimates here. Then for advanced, it would be CSD and attack crit. So attack crit, CSD, proj. Then this is pen, lightning, physical. That'd be the ultimate form of this. I suspect I'm not even going to need to use the unique amulets that makes my
We're fond of the sky. The stars that vanish at dawn
wardens.
turn once
I suspect I wouldn't need to use this. Because then I would need to use CSR, CSD elsewhere, and there just isn't that much space for it. But I guess the biggest advantage of this is CSD. We need to scale CSD as much as we possibly can, whilst keeping our res capped and all those other things, which is not the easiest thing to do. But yeah, I think if I'm going for a weapon, it just makes sense that that weapon will have really high amounts of CSD to go off of. And if I'm going for a CSD, then Warden's Breastpin doubles this, because then I'm getting 180, so my minions will get the 180, but then they are also getting 180 from the node that gives them isomorphic arms, so then it'd be getting 360% effective CSD, which is a huge amount of multiplicative damage to just gain from one piece of gear, so, or two,
enough.
since it's a combo, right? But at the same time, I think that would also promote me going CSR versus this guy. Then I just go CSR, which is 360%. It's a shame we can't get CSR and base crits. Because like looking at this, even though I don't fully know how to understand this. It says 675 critical strike rating. I assume 35% attack critical strike rating for this gear means it multiplies this by 1.35, and I guess the base is what, 500? Do I have a calculator? Let's see. 500 times 1.35 is 675, which is this. Yeah. So I assume it goes from a 5% base crit chance to 6.75 base crit chance. I assume that's what this means. And if it's 6.75 base crit, it says here we're at 35% crit chance for their attacks. It doesn't say the sources. Wait, it does. Minion crit CSR is 3565. It's 35.65. And then CSD is 280%, so almost times 3 damage. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. This isn't bad for me. This is minion damage and then armor. I don't need that. But you know what I do need? Minion attack speed and then max ES. Okay.
You do not
Then we go back in here.
why a rapidly fading life should dream.
Oh, we need more of you.
I've
Okay.
had all those dreams.
I need this to get into the next phase, but we get a slight bit more ES from that. Just a tad. Let me drink some water. Give me a second. I'll be back real quick. How on earth did that just happen as I step away?
Nearly empty. You can meet your friends there on occasion, but they share
Okay.
on content.
Let's continue the grind to level up. You know, something that always gets me in most games, and I do mean most games, I don't enjoy it, but is the grind to level up. I feel whenever I have to grind to level up, it feels a lot worse than having to grind for anything else. I'd rather grind for currency, I'd rather grind for, you know, upgrades, whatever else. But the moment the main reason for my current grinding, like the goal, is levels, it just becomes very tedious and for lack of a better word, yucky. I stop having nearly as much fun and it just becomes a chore. I think that's something games in general should avoid, making you feel like you have to, like, obviously there should be power in levels and all of that, but like all this level locking is just awkward, especially when there's already like a gatekeeping factor, i.e. currency and whatnot right now. Why lock it behind levels as well? Like bases, sure, I can understand bases being locked behind levels, like, you know, understandable. From a thematic point of view, it also makes sense, but just like I mean, to some degree, I also understand, like, I guess hero traits being locked behind levels as well. To some small degree, I understand it. Doesn't make you feel better, but I kind of understand it.
We've witnessed many fighting.
So what is my next upgrade going to be? My next non-level locked upgrade, seeing as I think my first upgrade should be my weapon. Of course, I still have to, Jesus Christ.
To leave all of you yet. Perhaps we can.
I still have to fix my slates, but I can't really stress about slates until I get to the point where I can actually do something about it, you know? I don't think it makes sense to before then. You don't know what you like about ARPGs? What do you mean? You mean like what gameplay loop you actually like? I like the gameplay loop of having like a goal personally. Like I like the zero to hero feeling you have from a lot of them. I like the playing around with different skills. I like making builds. These are all things like I enjoy from ARPGs. But I don't enjoy having to grind for levels. I don't mind grinding for currency, but I have more fun making builds and trying out different ideas than I do grinding for currency. But I also don't think grinding for currency is a bad thing, because if I had infinite currency, I would probably not play the game for long either. Like, it's part of the fun, and I acknowledge that it is fine. Levels, on the other hand, just especially when you're looking for like grinding to level 100 and whatnot, it just doesn't feel good, my guy. It just straight up feels like ass. Whatever ass feels like. Like it is just straight. It's not fun. It genuinely is not fun to have to just sit there and grind, because like I think it also comes from a place of, I know this is what I'm going to be farming when I have like goals for like currency and for the build. Like, I'm going to be doing this, so the fact that I'm doing it now for levels when I could be doing it for like other goals instead is kind of, I guess, at the core of it. It's like I'm grinding this thing now that I'm going to be grinding later, but for a different reason. But the reason now is because the game is not letting me do something that, quite frankly, I should be able to do. What was I upgrading? It's you, right? Yeah, you're the one. Then those guys will show up. Okay. While I'm at this, I think I have a good chunk of FE. I think I have like 400. Yeah, I have like 400. So what we're going to do now is we're going to buy a tier 1 weapon. And we're going to start crafting it. I don't know how far in the craft we're going to get to, but we're going to start crafting it. It's going to be a musket because right now the musket seems like the most appealing option to me. Plus it's a one and done. 86 less than 99. Energy should also be good. Over 100, please. Thank you. This has what? Tier 1 elemental damage. I mean, it's a tier 1 mod, so I'll take it. Tier 1 fire damage, I don't care for that one. Erosion. Minion attack speed. Minion attack speed and lightning is also not a bad idea. I guess let's get one tier 1 mod from my pool. What is this tier 1 mod going to be? I'm thinking CSD. I'm thinking CSD. Nah, you're already fully crafted and you know what I want, so no. Okay. HCSD is not gonna work because everything is low rolled. Let's see what else is there. What other advanced affix is there that I would take? It's CSD and I think chance for this. %, that'd be what, 7.5? Is this even worth more than this? From a warden's breast pain point of view, no. But from any other point of view, I would hope so. Let me think. Let me actually think. This would give it a 7.5 base crit, to where every 100% would then be 7.5. So you get 100 CSR, you're going to be getting 7.5, which would be giving you what is that, 15 in your first 100, versus if it was 5, that'd be 10. So you get basically 50% more crit from all other sources, whereas this guy just says you have 3.6. No, 360, so 3%. No, 300. So that would be 15 point something percent crits just from this. This just seems like such a low number. Like I would hope that I'll be able to get this crits to a much higher state, but apparently not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at high-end irises. Let's see what they have for their weapons. Iris, Thunder Spirits. Everybody should be using isomorphic arms. You're not. You're not. Chance to use that, and then that. Double damage. Double damage, I think, is an ultimate affix mod. Okay, cool. Next, you're the one who uses a bow. You have lightning. Why cold? Are you converting their lightning damage to cold? No. So how? Why? Where? And you're opting for multiple projectiles. You opted for CSR 300%. I can't see more details, but I assume. Okay. And then you. You have Proj Quant, which is +4, which is what, 20% additional damage. I don't know why you have armor damage mitigation pen, because I mean, you're not doing physical damage really. Even if you add flats, they're converting it all to elemental, so, or to lightning. So I don't know why I have armor damage mitigation pen, but maybe you don't know. That's possible. You don't have dream crafted affixes either, except for here. Who else is there? The cheek. Ellie pen, another person with armor damage pen. Then we have Ellie pen. People aren't getting crits. This has false guard. Jesus. So 75, 150, 150. So this is 150. This stat is basically contributing 300 of its base affix and multiplying that by 0.06. So 318 stat is being given by just this guy. And then this is, I assume, just straight up fixing that, because you would easily have what? How much? What are your stats right now? Yeah, you have almost 500. So like this is 480, so that's 8. So that's 16% all early res just from these two, plus 120. So then you're also getting, okay. All right. Who else is there? A lot of people are using bows, but why bows in particular? Purge damage, elemental damage, minion AS, cold damage, into lightning damage. I still don't see why you go cold instead of physical. Then you should be going wind purge. Okay, so it is here. Okay, cool. Eventually I will have to do this, bring it to, as a main skill, and remove something else. I intend to keep everything I have, except I think when the time comes, the thing I will give up, I can't give up 4 starts. That's like the one thing I can't give up on, unless I get like a stupid amount of like ES, or like, I don't know, it'd be uncomfortable to give up 4 starts. Anywho, so most people are using bows. Let me also see. Let's also switch and let's just go to Europe real quick. And let's see. Let's just casually gauge through. There's one person in particular I typically check, because the person I know for a fact has hit 1 trillion damage. So, and I think we're using a dual wield setup. I could be wrong. They could have changed it as well, so there's that. Where is the person? Did you reroll? You surely you didn't, right? Anyways, there are other people. This is using a cane, physical damage to gear, physical damage, minion AS, CSZ, double damage. It seems the highest people, the highest damage people are all using truth, which I guess +4 to all skills is not entirely, like, it's not just for this, it's for everything. And you know, nourishment of life, like everything is getting those levels. I'm still not entirely sure why they've been opting to get something like this versus curse. Well, I guess this is a curse, right? So I can understand this one. They are also opting to not go forced starts, which I find very curious. So if they're not going forced starts, but they're all going ES, how do they handle? How on earth do they handle ES drain, or just dots, or just anything? Do they just, you know what, I think I have an idea. It's alchemist, right? He didn't even go for this. How? So do you just back off when you're taking decent chunk of damage? Like, how? What is the game plan? Do you have some? I don't think you have any source of. He's using boots that convert all erosion damage to lightning damage, so he doesn't need erosion res. Ah, interesting. Wait, doesn't this mean your erosion res is still capped? Well, I guess that don't make sense. Why would you have 100% erosion damage taken to lightning and still have erosion res? Why? But yeah, it looks like most people are using canes for this. And then using barred rods as the offhand. Really? I want to assume they aren't hiding it, but rather they have respect. This is my assumption, so I will go for that. What I want to know, or what I guess I want to understand, with the people that go rod and cane, is, I guess, why, what is this offhand providing you that you don't just get more benefits of? Okay, so like if I'm following suits, like and I decide to do exactly what you're doing, that would mean I would go for, let's say, still musket. It's still additional damage. It would still be maybe not CSD. Actually, no. If I go based on what they're doing, I'd have to go pen, additional damage, then I'd go physical damage, CSD most likely, and then flat fizz, because this, yeah, flat fizz. And then here it would have to be projectile damage, elemental damage, something, physical damage, something like that. But I guess this is 40% additional damage you don't have access to before, which is a good multiplier to have. But conversely, same thing with here. This is additional damage you didn't have access to. This one has double damage and this has double damage. So they're trying to really get as close to max double damage as possible. Makes sense. Minion attack speed is, you know, it's whatever. Maybe I want to go for attack speed for the gear, but maybe that's what I do actually. Gear attack speed. Maybe gear attack speed is also part of the reason why. Because this should have a higher base attack speed than the musket in theory. I haven't seen anybody that's using a bow here. Like they're all using this. This one has ultimate damage. Why would you have ultimate damage when you don't have full bloom? The fuck? Yeah, they don't have full bloom. It is so weird. Anyways, I guess it's just the chance to deal double damage, in which case, don't we have chance to deal double damage here? I guess not. I guess we do not. Double damage might be the real reason. So let's see if a bow has chance for double damage. I assume it does. No double damage. Okay. So I guess in the end, we're going to be going for Rod and Cane. And Rod and Cane. Because they have access to double damage, which is a big multiplier in and of itself. They have access to this. So if I were to go for a cane, I would go, I guess I'll go physical, pen. Then here I would go double damage. No, can't go pen and CSD. Double damage, attack rating, maybe not. Since people don't have they're not struggling with like minion crits, they actually have decent crit chance, so maybe I will need CSR, in which case I would just go if I don't need CSR, then CSD I need, but that's whatever. So I guess attack speed would be the next best. and then elemental, physical, or gear attack speed. But odds are out of everything, elemental would beat the rest. Elemental or physical, I guess. Probably elemental because that's the final state. Or projectile damage, of course. This also works. So yeah. Alright. Oh wait, and then for the bard rod, then we go for enhanced skill. And I think I might also go for chance. I haven't decided yet. But I guess let's go to rods. Yeah, minion CSD is an ultimate affix. I can't even have this. So minion CSD wouldn't work there because this is ultimate, right? So double damage, 10, enhanced skill, maybe chance to use enhanced skill is going to be something I also use. No. Let's see. I plan on using Talons of the Abyss. So I'm now having 50%. So let's just count every source of enhanced skill we're going to have in the end. Starting from base. We have access to this, so we'd have like maybe 20%. Because we'd have at least level 2 most likely, or maybe even level 1. So let's assume level 1, and then if we need to, we'll go forward. 15%. For being stage 3, stage 2, they get 30%, so that's 45% so far. We can go harvest time for 15%. I assume a lot of people go harvest time. Pressing one continuation, interesting. And then they went lightning to cold, so they're doing cold damage. Nani? Does this, because this is 25% additional, I guess this is just whatever damage you get to on lightning, you just get 25. You just get that as cold, but then you get 25% extra on top of it.
We have many friends. 1, 2.
Okay. So where were we? I said pen and double damage would be the ultimates. Then the question was this, to which I said enhanced damage and maybe I go this. Enhanced damage, and then for last but not least, I would either go 30% here because I think I had gotten to 45% chance to use enhanced skill. What else am I getting chance? I kind of want to avoid as much of the tree as possible. So what I guess I could do is I could just throw this one at it finally and use this. I'd lose out on this, but I guess it's a small price to pay. So that would be
Truly empty
30, 15, so that's 45.
on occasion, but they shatter on contact.
That'd be 45. Enhanced. And lightning. Then I think I said the last one will just be minion damage. Because I think attack cast speed is an advanced affix, yes. Alright. Minion damage. So it's going to be enhanced. So that's going to be 30. Let's say average 25. So that's 45 plus 5, 50 plus 20, 70. So we still need to get 30 from somewhere.
We do not understand.
So we still need to get 30 from somewhere.
Fading life should dream every day. I've had all those dreams.
Yeah. Guess not much else I can do. I would get 6. I get 18. And I guess 6, so that's 24. And I would need 6% from somewhere. But if I get level 2, straight level 2 for this guy, then I have a 99% chance. So that kind of works. 99% chance. Not exactly 100, but I guess we can just find a 2% on like a divinity slate or something. Oh, we could also get 6% on there. And then we can still deal with the 1. So yeah, I think so I don't forget.
We're fond of this sky. The stars that vanish at
Okay, cool.
dawn return once more.
Then this one should be a cane. Blue amber cane. I think we're done with rods. We need double damage pen. What the fuck? Yeah.
We have
What
many
on
friends.
earth is happening here?
It's enough.
It doesn't make sense. It's not here. Anyways, it is going to be double damage pen. Then gear fizz. Gear fizz, flat fizz. And for this area, we have...
You know, the void is not truly empty. You can meet your friends there on occasion, but they shatter on contact.
We'd go for gear attack speed, I guess. Wait a second. Wait. I just realized something that might be important for this. Includes base damage, base crits, and affixes. But does not affect base attack speed. Okay, good. So we know not to do this. So then it would be base crits. I think I have decided. I'm going for that. That'd be this side's very own. Then we would then go like elemental damage as the... This is 30%. Something like this. Ugh. Base damage, base crit, and affixes. So it's either I go attack speed or I go base crit. I guess let's plan for being fixed on crits. So let's just go attack speed. Okay, cool. $36. So if I remove this, i.e. I don't have the 50%, I have 12% coming from here. I have 18%, so that's 30% already. And then we have 36% coming from here. Then we have 20%, making 56%. And then we have 30%, making 86%. Are there any other sources I can't think of right now? Do you have? No. You? No. So we're at 86% chance. But then I could also do this. Now I would be 136% over cap. 136%. So that would mean 36% over cap. So then I can do this. That removes 12, which puts me at 136. That puts me at 124. 124. Gonna remove these. That puts me at 106. Yeah, 106%. And then remove this. Okay. Isomorphic.
That cannot be ignored.
Surely a white mob, a white mob or something. Surely, soon. Don't worry. We're getting there. We are indeed getting there.
We're fond of
I mean, this is the part of ARPGs that is actually fun. The planning.
turn once more at night.
I mean, what else am I gonna do? Grind levels? Okay, so in theory, actually, I shouldn't have come here. Be going here.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
So now they're exactly at the 100%. So long as my nourishments, so long as they are within range of my nourishments. Okay, cool. Just had to make sure. I feel like the crits would do more than Talons of the Abyss right now. When I get more base growth, then I will start trying to get more Talons of the Abyss done. Jesus, you want to cut my charge speed in half? No. Didn't I have compasses? I feel like I already put compasses in there.
Don't worry. That world is not scary. It's just a long, long time.
But see how comfortable it already is in like T8s. Right now it's still working. It still doesn't have talent. It's just T2 gear. It does have an expensive trait, but I don't think the trait is doing too much for it. It's not doing nearly as much as it probably would. Like if I go here, this is the expensive one I bought for the other build, which is giving +4, but this just gives us less chance to lose nourishment, which, I mean, it's good. It's good to have it, but at the same time, it's like without it we were fine, you know.
Will blow away dark traces of your existence.
Are you happy? These are a lot of white mobs that I have killed. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Now it's on. I probably don't even need minus main charge because I think it has a good enough chance.
Only finding moments like that.
Surely a farm, a boss, lol.
Some
I mean, I still need to do... Actually, I don't need to do anything. I can just... Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to hop on my other character and make this character do Traveler. The reason being, by doing Traveler... Oh, before I even do anything. Where's the boss? Okay, cool. The reason being, I still get a point, I think, from there. I was going to run T7s until I got Traveler, but I don't need to. This character already has. And this is gonna be a short amount of time. Bruh. Okay, cool. I don't know that this character is ready for snow paper yet though. So there is also that. Jeez. Okay, traveler. Yeah, this is gonna be much quicker than my other build. But I also have more money spent here than the other build did, so. Well, did we stack? What the fuck was that?
You're just a tiny bit smarter than your previous self.
Worlds are disintegrating at an alarming rate. Disintegrating at an alarming rate. See, I think one very good thing about this build is it's when it says it's doing 100 mil DPS, it's genuinely doing 100 mil DPS. Like you can actually get an estimate of its damage. I would say my other build, while it can crack 1 bill, it's not a 1 bill DPS build because of the way it does its damage. It's probably you divide that by maybe 4, so it's like 200 mil DPS, maybe 300 mil. But that's not entirely true as well, because it's not like a 1 mil hit. It's like dots for that period equates to a 1 bill DPS. So like I don't know, this is why it's confusing, right? It's not doing one. It's not doing just the one thing, right? It's not doing the one amount of like, oh, it just did a billion damage, but now it takes 4 seconds to do a billion damage. No, it when it does the hit, the ignite lasts for 4 seconds, and then he reaps some of it. So like, let's say it ends up last for like 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds, and in that time he does a billion damage, right? And or 5 billion, or however many that would equate to a billion DPS for those 5 seconds. And then he just does, then the damage drops until he's ready to do it again, and then, you know, looks fun. You could play it. Let's see, what did I get? I mean, it's a pretty chill build so far. I like it. Peculiar vibes. Jumps. Does this have anything to projectiles? Chance to cause early ailment, such damage dealt to enemies under early ailments. Please tell me this is actually expensive, because like I just got this too, and I'm seeing 700 FE. I'm gonna put it for 800 and see. Yo, if this shit sells for 800 FE, holy! But Peculiar Vibes by itself is just 10 FE, so I don't know. If you want to play this build, I do have this weapon that I'm no longer using. It was the one I got while I crafted while I was leveling, so I can just send it to you. I said I wanted to start crafting.
Light in those that.
Okay, so we have all the points. We have all the points we're supposed to get, including travel and whatnot. We have good CSD. Let's see what our DPS looks like.
The boss ruined
My daydream again.
I'm so happy. Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
So we're at almost 150 mil DPS. At least when it looks like he has its empower skill up. Yeah, like 167. Then it drops when the empower drops to like 100 mil, and then it goes back up to 160 something. Okay, cool. Because this is not priceless gear, I am going to still use 40. A 100. 8. 7. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to buy the two-handed muskets, all the same, because I don't have access to double damage yet until I pick up ultimate affixes. I just don't have access to double damage, right? This is the situation where we have ultimate affix, and then rod is also ultimate affix. Cool. So we're going to still use a musket. We're going to go item level 86. 99. We don't want energy 100. Energy is less important if I'm going to get for 81 stats. And out of the stats I said, for the muskets, I think this would be the most important for me right now. Crit. T1. What if I said 45? And if I said 50? Actually, just 49. There's still some. And this is 108? Sure. Don't mind if I do. You have good energy as well. Oh, but we lose 1%. It's a temporary weapon regardless. I guess if I'm actually going, I should go for 50%, right? Should go for 50%. 1%. Meh, it's fine. If I had to handcraft it, I wouldn't go for a perfect roll, so it's all good. That's perfect. Advanced affixes. We're going for. We already have you, so the next affix would be CSD. Okay, tier 2. Please give me tier 1. You know what? It's not that important yet. Let's finish crafting everything else. Let's try to get tier 2 physical, tier 2 lightning. I think the embers run out first. Trade. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, I do need these. 0.12. You sure anybody's selling for 0.12, my dude? 0.14. Surely they exist. I don't spend that many. I guess that's the only one, right? $90 for 643. Consider, like, I'm trying not to spend an outrageous amount because efforts. Because I'm spending FE already, and I kind of don't want to. There we go. You're up to my speed, 57. Okay, claim all. Back to crafting. Okay, cool. Keep in mind, I'm still crafting with the bound FE. So like I'm not even touching my actual FE, which is, I mean, it feels good. I'll leave this. I'll leave this. And what else? I think I can go for T2/T1 here. T2. Any of these. 1, 2. I don't know that I want. I can go for physical damage, but I'd rather just go for elemental or projectile. Those two. Oh shit. Can I go for T1? Oh shit. All right. It's a bottom row, but I mean, I can't complain too much. It's higher than what T2 would be. All right. We have a new weapon.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
I don't feel like I'm doing much more damage than with this one. This one had a lot higher CSD. Lower this, but higher this. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go for T1 CSD. Gonna be expensive, but I kind of just have to. The expenses quickly add up. Matchless Embers, how much are y'all going for on the cheapest? 0.09. No, I'm interested in 2000. Oh, I think I know why. And this is, of course, because the game is the way it is. This is why I didn't feel like I was doing that much damage.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
I was like, something has to be wrong. My passive was off. Okay, cool. Still not quite what I would like. I want a tier 1 CSD. A 3% chance, Jesus. Please. If I go below 100 FE. Ah, okay, cool. It's a middle roll as well, so can't complain too much. Skill, because again the game is the way the game is, so I need to do this after every single time I touch my skills, or I touch my gear rather. Okay, cool. Activate all. That's the damage I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. We're over 200 mil now. And tier 8.0 should be more of a piece of cake. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add my compasses. Also, was I even on battle? I'm not entirely sure I was on battle, if I'm being very honest with you. That's that clear speed I'm talking about. You seeing this? Hell, we're getting damage. What is this? Restrain, restrain. Another thing I will need to do is I need to get someone a level 21, someone flame, not flame, I was say flame. A level 21 Thunder Spirits. But it's level 90, of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. That's all. So this is Soldier Veteran Galloping. Automatically put. Now let's see it with the compasses. Oh Jesus, I forgot to click this.
Carry the weight of both honor and shame.
Yeah. Stuns aren't in this game, right?
We're still making preparations.
Oh, we got the beacon chest finally.
We've witnessed many final moments like that.
So that's 1 deep space and then 2, 4, 6, 7. So 8 total and one of them being deep space.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Dex, int, CSD per whatever, and damage per whatever. Just make sure Dex and int are not like. Then CSD. None of these are pricier affixes or anything. Okay, cool. I can destroy you. Then we have I don't really care about my gear drop rate. I do care about having more monsters in my map, so they have 3% damage avoidance chance up to 10 times every 4 seconds with what, and then you remove it every time they are hit. Well, I guess we'll find out what this mod actually means, because I assume it means with my attack speed, it should be a no-brainer to just kill them, because we're going to be hitting them consistently. Unless we die, of course.
It's not time to leave all of you yet. Don't worry.
Why are you so hasted, my G?
this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Don't worry. We're still making preparations.
Oh god, this modifier right here absolutely screws my build over, because the projectiles hit it and then they get deflected. And this is including if they shoot it from the inside, because they shoot it, it hits once, but then because my projectile, the way they work is they come back and hit you, right? Because they do that, they don't come back to hit him. As like, so the moment they have their affix, it's just a big fuck you, pretty much. I guess my next tier 1 items will end up being my rings.
We've witnessed many final moments like that. Some were
Okay, I think this is where this is probably where we end stream. So far, so good. Honestly, build's doing really fine. We're in T8 now. We're still level 88. We need to get our slates done because right now we still have no slates, literally. Just have these two. Once we unlock these spots with level 90, we're going to actually buy slates and figure out this, because like this ain't it. This ain't it. So there's still a lot we need to do. We also need to get our precise gems because we don't have precise gems going on here. We'll get more ES from precise EF. We'll get precise electric conversion, probably precise projectiles as well, and then we'll get 21 thunder spirit so that we can then have a level 28 gem overall. What else is there? We might end up having to give up our dash for damage eventually, but I'm trying to avoid that possibility if I can. Trying. No, I really don't want it. This is no longer as necessary. No longer as necessary, so I'll probably end up switching min channel stacks to like level and then minion damage. That is also another upgrade I should be going for. Well, first things first, I need to get to level 90 right now, and we are 4 levels away from it. Once we get to level 90 and we can fix up, we can put some slates, our damage should go up, and some defensive should also open up, because I think I plan to go for element face taken as elemental, at least 40% coming from our slates. So that would put us at that plus my chest piece. That would put us at like 53% face damage taken as. And of course, with that and having a decent ES pool, which by the way, our next upgrade should probably be our necklace, just so we have access to a bigger initial growth. So we'll go for the, and of course we'll also get the max ES. What else? Other than this, we're going to just slowly but surely upgrade our gear from, you know, just pure T2s to like T1 and T2s on most of the slots. Then eventually we're going to want to upgrade our affixes to just T1s, especially our damage oriented ones that are alongside like rings. You know, we don't have minion damage here, but like our intelligence, our stat bases should also go up, and just general stuff like that. And eventually we should be looking good for like 8 1s and maybe 8 2s. So tomorrow we're going to be trying to upgrade this build, try to get as DPS as high as possible. I'm trying to make as much progress as we can before PoE. That I think is the current game plan. So fingers crossed we're able to make considerable progress, basically. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be back on, well, tomorrow, same time, Till then, have a good